Hey friends, I'm back. Alrighty, we're gonna roll with another rough cut video on sword fighting. For right now, we're gonna stick to just the basics. We went over snaps and offsides, the newbie hack. We went over the top snap. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna start on the concept of slot shots. Now slot shots are, for the most part, vertical shots. They can be straight up vertical, or they can be inverted. They can be back blades or inverted back blades. Right now, we're just going to stick to the basics, as simple. I'll show you why you really need to start on those from the newer fighter perspective, and then I'll run through the mechanics of trying to get down the most basic slot shot you can and how to work that. So, as usual, the rough cut videos, they're nothing fancy. I'm not here to do anything fancy. No fancy editing, no scripting, no nothing. I'm all just gonna knock some ideas out and throw them out there to you, and hopefully they help out. Hopefully you can send them to a newbie fighter. Maybe you can pick up something from it. Hopefully it helps a little bit. Even if it helps just a little bit or one person, it's worth it, because we're all stuck in the pandemic, and I would rather come down here and sweat my craziness out in this warehouse in the middle of the night than sit at home and just sit there Netflixing like the rest of people. No, I can't do that. So in any case, subscribe, like the videos, share them with your friends, hit the notifications. I'm going to try to knock out quite a few. They'll often be at night right now during these heat waves, and so I can sneak out of my place and come down here and actually hit something, because I can't really hit stuff in my living room because, well, it's a bad idea. In any case, so let's rock it out with a slot shot. Now, we've gone over the snaps, the two snaps. We've gone to the offside head, offside leg, snap to the head, snap to the leg. We've done the newbie hack, and then we've done the top snap. Now, the reason why I'm rolling into this is because this is very similar to both that newbie hack and that top snap. Now, the reason why it's called a slot shot is because you're firing at a specific slot that occurs in a lot of people's defenses. Not as much nowadays, but is primarily used with two weapon fighters or side mount fighters when they have an open guard or steeple guard. So let me grab the shield real quick and show you. So obviously, if I'm close up like this is not what I'm talking about. It's right here. Or when somebody has their shield right here and they got their guard, there's this slot. It's right between this A-frame here. Even if I'm mostly covered, from the front, you can kind of see from the side, I got this gap here. A lot of times people will be out here like this, and they have this slot right down the center of them that's open for exploiting for really quick fighters. So, and you're going to be one of those, right? Right? Don't waste my time if you're not going to be a real quick, real badass fighter, because I don't have time for that. So, the goal of this shot is to strike down the center. Boom. So if you had this sword, you would be bringing it over, and you'd be trying to fire right across this gap. The slot between this shield and my sword, you're trying to pass that weapon down there. A lot of times you're going to have to shoot low too in order to get past it. So it bears a lot of resemblance to like the newbie hack and the top snap because it's coming at a downward stroke. However, it's really important because these shots are on this part of the body. Your slot shot needs to not be there because your shield's over here. I want to get past that edge of that shield. So I need to come across the body and then chop down. Matter of fact, if I can get way out here and chop in, it'll chop in around your defense. So much easier. If I had somebody here to demonstrate with me, it'd be so much easier. But in any case, so this guy has this shield, right? And I'm trying to shoot the gap right on the inside of his shield. So it's important when you do this is instead of just chopping straight down from the shoulder point, you want to bring the weapon across your body where your hand is at the center of your center line, or essentially your opponent's center line, or even further over. I actually throw a lot of slots out here and cut back in because it goes way outside of your shield box. But in any case, right now, you want to throw it kind of like that top snap or even that hack, but not from here. You want to bring it straight down. And whenever you bring it in, you want to bring the hilt down, like more towards your navel or your groin area. Boom. So it shallows out. from here, instead of like hitting like this, where it's gonna hit the shield, you wanna bring it down here. Boom. And you can see that pommel is angling back towards where my cup could be. So I'll protect myself there. Really difficult with this thing. Yeah. So it's a bit difficult to explain at this angle. My apologies. But like I said, if this guy's here, he's facing off with you. Let's dance, baby. And then my Soleil's looking at you all evil-like, and he's right here. This is where you want to hit. You want to hit this gap right here. And like I said, it's super important that you shallow the blade out when you come in and get it in here. Instead of out here, you want to get your hand past the edge of their shield and in. Boom. And you can spot to the head right there. Should have just done that from the get-go. Tune up my sword. So you can slot them to the head, to the body, and even to the leg later on. You can come down here and pop them to the leg. But we'll go over that shot later. But start working it. Start working a shot specifically designed to exploit that center line. Generally from like their face down here. Because you can't focus on hitting the top of the head, sides of the head, and outside of the legs only. You got to start focusing on the center of their body, especially when they start picking up those shots. A lot of guys will do this, and they'll leave their center area open all day long for you to come in and exploit with a little slot shot. And if you can push it in, sometimes I find it better if I get my hand as close to them as possible and hit flat, depending on the armor that they're wearing, so that they know that they're struck. If it's unarmored, it's perfectly good to like nail them with the tip, because obviously it'll cut their armor and whatever open. Boom, as you're going down. Or you're coming close to get more of the blade on them to make a larger impact for SCA and other things like that. So that's a really rough cut. But I just wanted to drop that one in there real quick. The slot shot, work the slot shot, work the slot to the face, work the slot to the body. Face and body for now. Remember, the idea is from your guard, wherever it is, even from here, even from the shoulder, you're gonna have to bring it up and over, or you're gonna have to throw it forward and then somehow change the angle on that. I haven't done that from there in a long time because I find it ineffective for me to go for slot shots, good slot shots from there. So from here, bring your hand over to the center, drive the pommel straight from here down towards your gut, boom, and it automatically brings the blade in line. From here, bam, it'll automatically throw it for you, especially if you make the sound. Bam, bam, bam. See? Boom. Throws it right down the center line and tags your opponent right in the gut or right in the face. So work that shot, like I said, work it like it's its own separate shot. And whenever you're working these things on the pellet, practicing them, separate them out a lot of times. You know, you can work them all together, but I want you to take them and work a specific shot, like that slot shot. You need to get there and up against a pellet and work it and throw it 10, 20, 30, 40 times in a row. Doesn't have to be fast, so you're trying to refine the motion. Once you get the motion really well refined, then you can throw it fast. But work on the shot and work on it exclusively for a little while instead of just jumping all over the place. Every single shot needs to have time dedicated to it. You're going to need to throw a shot probably at least 500 times properly before you'll be able to think about it and properly throw it in a fight. You want to get to the point where you've done it thousands of times so you can throw it properly without even thinking, and it just happens. So work these shots independent of each other and then work them together. So like I said, if it's helpful, great. Like, subscribe, share it, hit the notifications, share it with friends, particularly new fighters and other people. And I will try to knock out some more videos for you guys on a more regular basis and share them with you as much as possible. Take care.